Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is that time of the week again. It's Mackem's Monday Mix. Now, a bit later on in the video I'll be going through events that actually happened on the 8th of April. But firstly we'll go into some coins that I did actually receive in the post. Now this one, I should have showed you last week. I did actually receive it with one of the blue carded dinosaur coins that I got from Westminster, but I forgot to remove this one from the packet. I do have the blue carded version of this one as well, but I've always bought the BU pack of the Music Legend series, so this is the 8th one that's currently out, the George Michael, and as you can see there we've got the guitar strings behind his head. So we've got the Martin Jennings portrait on the obverse. This reverse design was done by Sandra, I think you pronounce it Diana. If you want to read this bit on the left, just pause the video and just read it as and when you want to. So like I say, I forgot to show that one. Now this one here, I've been looking for it for a while. I did try to get it from the Britannia Coin Company, but they were out of stock. But this one came up on eBay, and this is part of the Tower of London coin collection from 2020. I do have the other three, so this now completes that series. The reverse design was done by Timothy Nord. You see it's got there "My Liberty Denied," which apparently was scrawled on the walls of the prison by one of the prisoners named Thomas Meyer, spelled M-I-H-E-H. Now apparently he was held, but he wasn't never charged. Now in total there was 12,980 coins issued. 9,481 were in this sort of packaging, and then of course you had like the trade packaging, like the loose coins that went into companies like Westminster, etc. Put them into their own packaging, and that was 3,499. It's not really that much on the back, because nowadays we've got all the specs down the right hand side. So nice one to add to the collection. I've got a couple of coins that I got from Change Checker. Now the first one came with a trading card. Now this is the Winged Keys. It was part of the story of the Philosopher's Stone. But I find this design to be very, very busy. I will put a picture up of the coloured version, which you can see in a bit more detail, where Harry Potter's on a broomstick chasing this winged key that's got a broken wing. So the reverse design is actually done by Warner Brothers Entertainment Incorporated. No individual designer named, and obviously we've got Martin Jennings portrait on the reverse, or the obverse, sorry. So that's the Winged Keys. As I said, I think the coloured version is a lot better. So I'll pop that down there and move on to the next one I've received in the post. Again, it's come with a trading card. Now I did show you the BU pack last week. This is the latest in the James Bond set. This is Bond of the 90s with a speedboat That probably saw at the beginning of The World Is Not Enough. So you've got some of the names there. Tomorrow Never Dies, Golden Eye. So there is a 7-coin set. This is the 4th one. So I presume we've got Bond of the Noughties, Bond of the Tens, and then the 7th one, I believe. It must be some sort of completer coin. But this design was done by Matthew Dent and Christian Davies. And then, of course, the obverse Martin Jennings, as per usual. Now, the next one, now this was absolutely fantastic. I was contacted by Jude, who, as you know, does look out for me at some coin stalls that she tends to visit. And she got this one, as you can see there, the date 2009. It's got Ian Rank Broadley portrait on, the 4th portrait. But it's actually Henry VIII. Now, you won't believe the amount she got it for. But this celebrated the 500th anniversary of accession to the throne by Henry VIII. The engraver, John Bergdahl, who's done many, many designs, and I think all of his designs have been absolutely fantastic. Now, the BU version was 67,119. There was proof version of 34,438. Now, in annual sets, because this was in the annual set, there was 48,393, which leaves 18,726 that would have been put into individual packaging. So this is a BU coin, but I think it has been around a bit. But eBay prices can go for double the amount of the face value of the coin, so £10 upwards, and I've seen prices even higher than that. Jude got it for £5, exactly face value, which was absolutely amazing. So I snapped her hand off when she said. So another one to finish off a space in the £5 collection, which I know a lot of people don't like £5 coins. We all collect what we want to collect, and unfortunately I like £5 coins as well. Right, let's have a look at the trading cards. I've got 50 pences here somewhere which I can use. Here's the first one. Gunpowder Plot, I've got that one. And, oh, get in, football. That is one that I do need. It's the 1996, celebrating the Euro Championships in England. Right, so I think that means we only need 3 cards for this first set. So Raphael McClough was the obverse designer. John Mills did this one. I think John Mills did the D-Day coin, if I remember rightly. Circulating mintage 5,141,350. So the reverse design resembles a football and features an unusual concave surface. The 16 small rings represent the 16 teams that were competing in the competition. So I've got 4. Yeah, excellent. So another card ticked off in the collection. Now the next one isn't a coin, but it's actually come from Coin Patrol. I think we're having a chat about magnets, and he said, I've got a spare one. He says, if you want. So he sent us this with a free 10p, as it turns out. He said he'd been playing around with the magnet, and I think he said the 10p was the last thing he sort of used, but I managed to get this off no problem. See, look at that. So that'll help trying to identify some fakes. As we know, not all fakes are magnetic, but the majority are. And even those that might not be magnetic as we think might still have a bit of iron in them. So anyway, that is great stuff. Right, so let's move on to On This Day. Right, the 8th of April 2013, the first female Prime Minister, Margaret Thatcher, passed away at the age of 87, and she was the first person in the 20th century, I think, to get 3 terms of government. Also passed away on the 8th of April, way back in 1973, was Pablo Picasso, the artist. He was aged 91. Now, birthday-wise, the ones that I've actually picked up, Julian Lennon, who was the son of John Lennon and his first wife, Cynthia. He was born in 1963. And also on the 8th of April in 1941, Vivienne Westwood, the fashion designer. Now, I didn't realise that she was actually married to Malcolm McLaren, so it's all like the punk era, etc. But she unfortunately died two years ago in 2022. Now, I'm hoping I haven't got this wrong, but also on the 8th of April, we saw the birthday of a very famous coin tuber, Ten Bob. So if you haven't already subscribed to Ten Bob, pop over to her channel, give her a sub, tell her I sent you. So I think, if I'm rightly, today, the 8th of April, is her birthday as well. Now, events. Well, way back 2009, so that's only 15 years ago, we saw the hijacking of the Mackem, Alabama, by 4 Somali pirates. And you think, well, what's that got to do with it? Well, I mean, it lasted for a few days. On the 12th of April 2009, when 3 of the Somali pirates were actually shot and killed. The other one had already surrendered. But the film that depicted this was actually called Captain Phillips. Yes, it was Captain Richard Phillips, who was the skipper on the Mackem, Alabama. Apparently he was given warning about the Somali pirates, but he chose to ignore them, apparently. So if you haven't already seen the film starring Tom Hanks, it is a really good watch. Now, also on the 8th of April 1838, we saw the maiden voyage of the Great Western, which is a transatlantic paddle steamer. Now, that set off from Bristol on its way to New York. It did take about 15 days to get there, but it was half the time of what normal ships were usually taking. Now, the Great Western was, of course, designed by that great engineer, Isambard Kingdom Brunel. I mean, he designed quite a few others as well. Some tunnels he's designed, bridges. Yeah, so the Great Western, I think it actually won a blue ribbon for the fastest transatlantic crossing. And something that I forgot to tell you last week on this day was the UK's #1 hit single. Now, like I said, I forgot to show you #1, but UK #1 for this week in 1980 was The Jam, Going Underground. Now, it was the 3rd and final week of them being #1. Now, the Jam's actually had 4 #1s in total. Now, why they haven't been given a Music Legends coin is beyond me, bearing in mind that The Who haven't had any #1s, believe it or not. So whether it's got something to do with the longevity of the band artist, I don't know. But the pictures here, we've got Bruce Foxton on the left, Rick Buckler, the drummer, in the middle, and Paul Weller on the right. Obviously, he left to become frontman of the Style Council, and then after that, he pursued a solo career. So it was like a changeover between like the punk and sort of new wave era. He became what called the mod father. So it would be nice maybe to see the Jam as one of the part of the Music Legends series. Now that is a nice little segue into Spotlight On, because we're going to go back to 2013 for a 2-coin set that came out that year, and of course it is the Underground set. So we've got the Underground Train and we've got the Underground Roundel, 2 coins that actually did go into circulation. So we'll start off with the Underground Train. Now this had a circulating mintage of 1,690,000. There was a BU of 34,400, a proof version of 19,679. The designers for this coin was Edward Barber and J. Osgoby, and the edge on it is just like a little tube map. It celebrated 150th anniversary of the London Underground. Apparently this train was from, I think it was from 1967 if I read it rightly. Now out of that 34,400 BU mintage, there was 13,503 in the annual coin set. There was a twin pack along with a roundel of 11,647. There was also a double pack of coin and stamp cover of 9,250. Now the roundel, now this design was done by Edwina Ellis, and it was based upon a poster from 1938 that was done by artist Man Ray. He was originally called Emanuel Radzitsky, but changed his name because of the World War II oppression of Jews, etc. And they thought it would be a good idea, so he shortened his name from Emmanuel down to Man, and then took the surname Ray. Now the roundel had a circulating mintage of 1,560,000. Again, the BU version was 34,400, but this had a proof limit of 18,579. Like I said, Edwina Ellis did this reverse design, and we've got Ian Rank Broadley. So again, the sets of 13,503, the twin pack 11,647, and the coin and stamp cover 9,250. It's exactly the same as that, because they both were in the 2013 annual set along with the Golden Guinea. With 2 very nice coins if you do happen to come across them in a hunt or in change or whatever. I think I'm pretty fortunate. I think I've got well over a page and a half of each coin in me spares. Right, so that's it for this week. Hopefully we might be able to fit in some world coins next week, but in the meantime all I can say is thank you for watching, and until the next time, keep on hunting, enjoy yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.